Alright, so I hooked y'all in with some Facebook updates and now you're stuck listening to me talk. Now, that's not completely true. I am going to be explaining some things that I've learned throughout this challenge and would love for you to join me, but I understand that we all have very busy lives right now, and if there are things that you need to get back to, then that is the time where we'll start talking about the results. So, for anybody who didn't just jump right on ahead there, welcome back to Chin Up Mindset, where we have one mission, and that is to encourage growth. We're going to be doing that together by setting different goals and exploring different inspirational topics. So I do have to start off with a confession. I miscalculated the time and gave myself 15 days opposed to 14 days, which I'm sure nobody but myself was actually counting down anyway, but just figured it should be thrown out there. That being said, there were 2 days where I didn't even look at the unicycle. And then there was another day where I went out for maybe 20 minutes tops, got frustrated, gave up real quick. And so needless to say, that extra day helped immensely. So in order to not drag this video out, I'm going to summarize my take on the challenge, share my plans moving forward, and then I'm going to take a minute to reflect on day 14 because that day was by far the biggest hurdle that I've overcome in a while. So overall, I love unicycling. I could not be happier about that purchase, okay? That being said, I would be so fine with never juggling while on a unicycle again. That's not completely true, but at least not for a little bit. I feel like it kind of took away from the enjoyment of learning the equipment. Then again, I do have to say that implementing that extra coordination into my practice straight out of the gate really helped excel my progress exponentially as far as riding goes. So I wouldn't take it back for anything. Honestly, I probably needed that boost because if you look up extreme mountain unicycling or Unicon, that's what I want to get to. It gets pretty insane. I'm excited to venture out into different aspects of unicycling. So as far as whether I will keep up on juggling while unicycling after this challenge, probably not. But as far as unicycling goes, 100% sticking to it. I feel like a whole new world was introduced to me and I'm so stoked to dive into it. Okay, so that brings me into day 14, which what a doozy of a day this was. And I am in no way talking about physically stressful, although my body is so happy for this rest. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know if everybody would appreciate this in the same way that I did, but I went up to my roommate on day 14 after a very frustrating morning practice with just complete defeat on my face and despair in my demeanor. And instead of giving in to me and my crap mood, she very politely recommended that I not waste the little amount of time that I have left to complete this challenge. And that was literally all I needed to hear in order to get myself back out and practicing. If I didn't have that push, I would have ended up giving up and not being satisfied with where I ended the challenge. But it just reminded me that if you're looking to grow and improve yourself, the people that you keep around you are going to be your most crucial resource. And I get that it's kind of slim pickings right now and you're kind of stuck with whoever you're with at the moment. But if you aren't as fortunate as I am and you're locked up with somebody who you feel keeps you stagnant, start working on that. What better time to strengthen your relationship with whomever you're spending your days with in order to assure that it's mutually beneficial. So that brings me into the second big lesson of day 14, which is if you're overwhelmingly frustrated with something, just go back to the basics. Stop, take some time to breathe, and just figure out what you're doing. I had it in my head that I could already ride and that I had already juggled with 2 balls, so it was redundant to work my way back up from that slowly again. But I found that just giving myself a couple of minutes of mindless riding and a short progression to kind of get back up to where I was helped so much. But okay. I know that you didn't come here for life lessons with Jin, so here we go. If you stuck with me through all of that, thank you very much, and I hope that you got something from it. And if you are one of the jumpers who skipped ahead from the beginning, we're all meeting back up right here. And I was just explaining the perils of day 14, so I'm going to start with the footage from day 14 and 15, which will give you the results of the challenge. And then after that, I'll have a little day-by-day progress video, which I highly recommend sticking around for because it is pretty fascinating. Undoubtedly more impressive to watch within a 5-minute clip than it was to learn within that 2-week span, from my perspective anyway. But if you want to jump right to that video, there's the time that you could catch it at. Okay, so if I'm going to be 100% honest, I hate everything about being out here right now. I am frustrated, I'm sore, I'm tired, and today has not been very successful, but it's cool to have people who push you, and I'm out here and yeah, let's see what happens. It's so weird because it's almost like I just have a mental block against even trying to throw the balls up. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so one of the best things that I could have just done was just turn on music and cruise around a little bit, which has definitely lightened my mood. I was getting very, very frustrated, but it also kind of helped me get back to like the foundation where I'm holding my weight differently on the bike. So we'll see if it makes any difference. All right, guys, that's it. I'm calling it. So there it is. I'm taking this as a challenge complete. Unless somebody wants to counter that, but just keep in mind, if you can't do it better, then your opinion literally means nothing to me. But thank you guys so much for coming along on this challenge with me. I had so much fun not only learning those new skills, but also filming myself in a different way and putting a really fun video together. Hopefully you'll think it's fun. But it was challenging on multiple different levels, and obviously that's something that I can deeply appreciate. So, thank you. I hope you've all enjoyed this content, and if you have, please show me with a little thumbs up action. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss any future challenges that are thrown out. I've got a couple rolling around up here, so keep an eye out. So without further ado, we will roll into those progress clips. Thank you guys again, and until next time, keep nourishing that mind. Okay guys, so I have been practicing the free mount and riding off on it, and I think it just actually clicked, and I'm super, super excited right now. Check it out. Awesome, huh? Okay, so there's a really good chance that that I set myself back. No, there's undoubtedly a chance that I set myself back 2 days because of lack of motivation. It sucks, but what can you do, right? So I'm out here now trying to get one ball at a time, and it is not going well. So yeah, here, check it out. Okay, we're gonna pause there for a second because I don't think you fully understand the meaning of feeling foolish until you're dropping your unicycle in the middle of a parking lot to go chase your juggling balls. All right, guys, that's it. I'm calling it. So close. I could not be more stoked about having a unicycle, and I couldn't be happier that I never have to handle balls while on a unicycle again.